and welcome to day 22 of our January Challenge 2023. And a new little section today, just 4 bars long. It's an introduction, so it's at the top of the page, and it's an optional introduction. So as a grade 5 piece, I don't believe it has this introduction in. So that does actually give you options as well. The way that we've written it out, you've got your lever set up for the beginning of line 2 now, as it is onwards, where the melody starts. So you can ignore today if you really wished, but let's give it a go. We're going to have a rest day tomorrow anyway to put this into context. So the first thing to be aware of, notice we've got more levers marked at the beginning. They are still the D and the F that we've been doing here, but we're also going to add the F an octave up, probably the top F on your harp, and an F an octave down, which is one above middle C. So the D and the F like before, F down near middle C, and F right at the top of the harp. Okay, then we have, I will play it for you first of all, and then we'll talk through it. Here we go. Go back into that. Now I did that very steady just to give you thinking space with it. I'll just do it a little bit faster for you just so that you can hear the flow of it. So it goes like this. Okay, so by the end of that line, we've got rid of the F at the top, the additional one, and we've got rid of the F near middle C. Okay, so they've both come off by the end of the line. Right, let's have a look at what we've got going on here. I'd actually like to start with the last 2 bars of this, okay? Because what we have is a little scale run down, but we start on a G, very high up, G, F sharp, and then F natural. So we've got a repeated note. So let me give you the fingering I think is best for this line. There's other options out there. I would start with 1 and 2 on the first 2 notes, the G and the F sharp. My other hand's going to need to be up there ready to take it off, although as soon as it's done that, it's going to need to move elsewhere. I play the G, I play the F sharp, that's happening there. I then swap to a thumb on the F, and I'm actually going to put 4 on a row. Some people might prefer 3 here. I'm putting 4 on a row, and I carry on down 1, 2, 3, crossing over 1, 2, and then I land on my G with finger 3. So the other alternative is to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so feel which one feels comfortable for you. It might be that it comes down to what are you most happiest crossing over from in the middle. That may be the decider for you. Either of those are thoroughly suitable ways of playing it. There may even be further options out there too. Okay, so let's try that together. So we've got a high F sharp at the moment. We've got our thumb on the G, finger 2 on the F. I've got my elbow nicely out so that I'm going to be able to move really comfortably. I'm not going to sort of try and reach because my elbow's glued. So G and F. Okay, we'll go da, da, dee, da. Okay, so I'm going to give you a 3 and 4 and count in. 3 and 4 and... Lever off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try that again. What I suggest is that you practice, even if you forget the lever for a moment, but that you practice being able to go 1, 2, 1, and that 1 being on the F again. Even if you don't play it, let's go 1, 2, boof. Have I got all the fingers that I'm going to use on in that place? And I would like, and it will serve you well, if you can go 1, 2, and you're doing it without actually looking at the hand doing it. So you don't have to look at it, because this is a nasty place to look. Regardless of whether you wear glasses and put lenses into this mix, it's still a really tricky place to look on your harp. So being confident with how it feels. Okay, if I play that again, see if I can do it where you can sort of see what my hand's doing. Something like this. Sorry. Did that make sense? So that's going to be an area to work on and to practice da, dum, ba, da, dum. And then carry the scale on down, finishing on the G. Okay, so that's definitely an area to work on. Then having worked on that, I'm starting to feel confident with it, we'll try and complete the next bar. So we have the F sharp coming off here and the repositioning. And then as we carry on, we want to take the F off that's near middle C. And then be ready to play. Okay, now the nice thing about those notes, you've just taken the F lever off, it's the G, A, B, just above where you've done a lever. So that's great. And given that we need those notes, it's really natural to be pulling your hand back down. But I really recommend trying to get that lever change happening as soon as you've finished up here. So another reason to be able to trust what your right hand's up to with its scale, and that it will continue on while you can give your visual attention to there's my lever and here's my next notes here. Okay, so we'll just play that one more time, the last 2 bars. So put those Fs back on, the F near the top, the F above middle C. Okay, we're going to position ourselves, we'll look for a second, position ourselves on there, our left hand is on the lever, and then we will start at the beginning of this 3rd full bar where the scale down run happens. Nice and steady. As soon as that lever's done, I might just say the word lever again. It's the other one down here. Okay, so here we go. 3 and 4 and da dum bum. Good. The other lever. Carry on and a bit of time. And. Okay. And you'll want to be able to speed that up, but do it at that steady pace first, just to get the moves. Okay. Put those back on now, those 2 Fs, and we'll look now at the beginning of the line. Okay, so the right hand, let's do that first. It's got the same first notes that we've been really comfortable with in all our other pieces, other lines. We've got 1, 3, 2, 1, but we're going to do something different following it. So we've got E, D, E, G, and we play the 1, and then we position on. Okay, that's then answered. The thumb we've just played on a G, if we put a 2 on there and a 3 on the F and open our thumb up to the red C, we're going to play 3, 2, 1 again. Same idea, put the 2 on the note you've just played, 3, 1 below it, and the thumbs this time are going to go on the E. Okay, should we try that again from the beginning of the line? See if we can do it in time now, but really steady. So da 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 dum da da dum da da dum. Ready? 3 and 4 and. Wait. Wait. Okay. Brilliant. We'll do that a little bit quicker for those that would like that. Okay. Ya da 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 ba dum bum. Ready? 2, 3, 4. Well done. So we've kind of got this moving upwards, but guided by the last note that we've just played with the thumb. Keeps helping to move us up. Okay, left hand. Similar positioning of moving. We are starting with C, G, C, E. You could do exactly the same fingering in both hands, but they're not in exactly the same position. So I'm more comfortable for these first notes going 2, 4, 2, 1. So C, G, C, E. So on the way down, I just have the C and the G, not my thumb on, but my thumb nicely up is ready to come on then in the right place. So 2, 4, 2, 1. Then we have a C triad, 3, 2, 1. And then we have, so we've just played the thumb with a G, put your finger 2 on there, like the right hand did, 3, 1 note below it, and a stretch up to the C. Okay, that was the same as the second pattern in the right hand. There you go. Just happening at a different place. So we'll try the left hand in time. So C, G, C, E, C, E, G, F sharp, G, C. Okay, let's try that in time. I'll count you in, nice and steady. Da, 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 dum. Okay, and 3, and 4 and. Okay, let's try that again, same speed. Ready with the 2 and the 4 on. Thumb is just sort of upwards ready to land on when it's needed. Okay, let that shoulder come away. And there's a lot of concentration going on. Ready, 3 and 4 and. Okay, well done. Then the trick is going to be the pulling together of these. Okay, so although the beginning one is slightly different fingering and the shapes aren't identical, the pattern of movement is the same. We start on a note higher than another one. We're going down and then we're coming up, and then we're going up, and then we're going up. So let it become a similar thing in your head rather than, oh my goodness, they're all playing totally different things. Let it become a, yes, they're moving in a similar way and it's leading upwards in a similar way. Okay, so right hand is on E and D with your thumb and finger 3. Left hand is on middle C with a finger 2, finger 4 on the G. Okay, and we'll do it really slowly for a minute to really give you this space. So we're going to go da, 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 dum, 3 and 4 and. Okay, it's a lot in that, but it's okay. Keep breathing, okay? Helpful perhaps with that first move. So we've done we're positioned at the beginning, that's okay. The first move, your right hand finger 3 is going on a black string and your left hand finger 3 is going on a red. I know there's a different colours, but they are both colours. So use that as a helpful, okay? Similar motion going on here. Okay, let's try it again. Keep breathing. 3 and 4 and. Boof. Boof. Well done. Okay, I'm going to do that a tiny bit quicker just so that you can hear the flow. Maybe do one hand or the other, or try both. Okay. Da 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 dum ba dum ba. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Okay, from there our hands are now here, which is great. The right hand has just finished playing an E, so all we've got to do is jump up 2 more strings to the G. Okay, and actually our finger 2 is going just 1 note higher to the F because it's going on to the G and F. So although it's many ledger lines up, and there's no harm in writing a G above that, by the way, as a quick, oh yeah, that's where I am. And our left hand, just finished here, wants to come all the way up here as well. So think about this motion that's been getting higher on the harp with each little repetition, each little move, is working towards getting both hands all the way up to this top point here. Okay, so we'll go from the beginning again, nice and steady. See if we can go into that scale. In fact, let's just play that scale one last time so that it doesn't feel a shock. So G and F with 1 and 2, left hand ready on that lever. Okay, and we're going to go to the end of the line. So just starting on that 3rd full bar, ya, da, dee, da, 3 and 4 and. Good, carrying on down, other lever, and. Well done. Okay, just pop that lever back on and that one there. Okay, well done. So back to the beginning now of the tune, of this optional introduction. So right hand E and D, left hand C going down to G below. Count you in, really nice and steady. We're going to try and carry on. Now you have a lot of time between the end of bar, well, the notes that finish bar 2 and the beginning of bar 3, and I will count it out a bit for you as well. So you can keep breathing and you'll be fine. Ready? 3 and 4 and. 3 and 4 and. Other lever. And. Just wanted to take it that bit further in. Well done. Okay, we'll do a play along video and we'll do some different speeds in there. There's a lot, or it can feel like there's a lot in that. So keep pulling into your head the similarities within it, rather than the, oh my goodness, it's playing those notes and that one's playing those notes and they don't match. Recognize the things that do match about it and settle yourself into those shapes and the way it moves and the way they move up together and how it helps you, because it's taking you up there where you both hands are then going to be needed. When we go down for this F here, it then puts your hand exactly where it's needed for the notes that follow. So use that as a real positive thing. All right, I'll see you on the play along videos. Well done, keep going.